Swapping mags!
Swapping mags. Swapping mags. Swapping mags.
Swapping mags!
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Swapping Mags, the unofficial Rainbow Six Seed podcast. I almost had it. I'm your host, of course, Jason Anderson. Alongside me, as always, we got...
Braxtoni.
And on the phone, once again, we got...
Patrick
Oni. So, I want to say we have a lot to talk about this week, but I would be lying. But we still are going to talk about a lot of things. Braxton, you teased it last week. Okay. You teased Dream Comp for Border. We're going to talk about that in a bit. We're also going to talk about the esports delay and all that issues. Then we're just going to wing it. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about, baby. Baby, we're just going to talk.
Never really know what you want to talk about until you really want to talk about it.
Hey, man.
Someone say life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what's going to come through that door. So, everybody, there's only one question I have to ask you, fine gentlemen, and that is, what's in the canister?
I know what you're wondering. What's in the canister? I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. What's in the canister?
Good, we'll just use that instead of using the
I'm
smoke
good at
thing.
it. I think I'm good
That
at
was
it.
actually really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, for what's in the canister today, we have Dream Comps for Border, and I'm going to say why.
Okay.
So, I'll start with mine. We're going to go with defense.
Okay.
And this is, so the way I put it together was defense all around, no matter where the bomb site is, what I think would be universally best on Border. Number one, well, they're not in any specific order, but one of the five,
Okay.
Mira.
I think, yeah, agree.
Every single bomb site on that map, Mira is critical.
Essential. I don't see either three of us, and I'm going to say Zona, our super fan, also
put it in
submitted.
Don't tell me his comp yet, because I'm kind of excited to see what he said.
But all I'll say, I think this is the one that's least shocking to everybody.
Yeah, because I think
Mira
everybody knows
needs
that
to
Mira
be on
is,
this
so,
map.
yeah.
I would say specifically for that bomb site where you're looking into CCTV.
That bomb site where you're looking in
balcony area.
armory lockers, Patrick.
Come on, dude, you noob.
Armory locker, sorry.
What a noob.
Yeah, I'm a noob.
But so I've got Mira. I do have a couple controversial ones.
Okay, ooh, I'm ready.
All right, so we've got Mira for sure. I'm gonna say Jaeger.
Okay.
Because especially when you're in armory lockers, and I realized it when you did it one time. You put one right beside me, and people were trying to flash me to bum rush in on armory lockers across, like from CCTV, and they could not do anything because of your magpie. I was just sitting there able to take it.
Yeah, I remember you thanking me mid-match. You said, who's Jaeger? Whoever's Jaeger, I love you.
Yeah,
and
then you're like, I'm
Jaeger,
Jaeger, blah, blah, blah. And then it just made me realize how important that character was on that map in general. Because I feel like, the combo is really underrated. A lot of people like Castle with Mira.
Right.
But Jaeger and Mira is just as strong in my opinion.
Okay. So, I like those.
Stops rushes for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
No, 100%.
Next, we've got Pulse.
Pulse.
I've been playing a lot of Pulse on the map because I've played Mirror way too many times on Border, so I like to kind of mix it up lately. And I just bought the Pulse
Elite
skin.
You got the Elite?
I did.
Do you like it?
It looks amazing.
I
does
did.
look really
It
cool.
grew on me. It's not as lame anymore. I think it's
Right.
way cooler.
Okay.
So Pulse, mainly because the C4s through the floor are so easy to get, especially when people come from CCTV or into CCTV to start. Right when they walk in, you can just kill them. And I realized that I think it might have been that same game that we were playing, they were running a Montaigne and a Blitz.
It's Blitz!
And the whole time, I was thinking, how am I going to kill them? And then I killed both of them with a C4 through the floor. And
I do remember that.
yeah,
Yep.
and I was like, I'm just going to play Pulse.
Yeah.
So Pulse is in there for that reason, in my opinion. Next.
This seems like a controversial one.
I don't think it's very controversial.
Okay.
Smoke. That's Pat's, man.
That's Pat. I mean, Pat's going to throw that in
It's not
any time.
controversial at all.
I don't think
Yeah,
that is
I don't think it's very
controversial.
controversial.
Yeah. I was expecting
That's
some
just my opinion.
controversy, but
Nah, it's not very.
All
I
right.
mean, it's pretty easy to understand. It's easy to set up with Mira. He can
If
hold.
Honestly, is there a map that you wouldn't run smoke? That you would just say, this isn't a smoke map?
I think he's
No.
one of those operators that anywhere you can play him,
Right.
yes. I think there are, depending on the map, depending on the bomb location on the map, there are certain defenders that are more critical.
Right. I think the one map that I wouldn't play smoke is no longer in the game is Bartlett University. I think it's too big. I think it's the rooms are huge that it wouldn't. I could just move in a corner and be like, I don't.
Well, that's kind of how Parabellum is. There's so many entryways that like
true.
smoke is, which is a good thing. It
Right.
makes people have some diversity.
I would highly disagree. I think smoke is very viable on every map.
Because you're a smoke man.
See, we're being unbiased
Right.
here.
You would kiss smoke on the lips if you had the chance.
Yeah, I would.
And then, so I've got Mira, Pulse, Jaeger, and Smoke.
Right. Who's that
For my
last
final.
one? Oh, who is it?
Valkyrie, dude.
Valkyrie, man.
If not more essential than Mira on that map, in my opinion.
I agree.
The runouts are great. The intel that you gather with her on that map specifically is insane as long as you have great camera placement. Especially with the new Pro League like camera placements after you watch where they throw them, and the new skins, which I thought they were going to fix.
They were supposed to, but here we are.
Because I don't know if anything's been... Anyways, I think she's great on that map for the obvious reasons of the intel and the runouts.
You're a runout king, I'll say that.
Well, with the Pulse, you think about that comp altogether. A Valkyrie with the Pulse, it's like, hey, like say you're playing Pulse, I'm playing Valkyrie. I can tell you, hey, they're coming in through CC.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Right.
Which you might not be able to see them yet.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell where they spawn with that. With
course.
Mira, it's like, hey, they're about to come around the corner. Go ahead and peek. Things like that. That's why Valkyrie's so essential with that set. I know a lot of people would run Bandit and Bandit Trick sometimes with the Mira, which I don't think is a bad idea. But, you know, that's just my personal
Alright, well,
opinion.
I respect the 5. And I'm going to now give my 5 defenders. And the first one I'm going to say real quick is Bandit. I'm going to say it, man.
I knew it because I right when I said Bandit, you gave me this look like,
Yeah, okay. See, that one essential place that Pat was talking about earlier, you need a mute or a bandit on
By
that.
CCTV.
Yeah.
That is true. It's always nice to have a bandit in that situation.
And if you can bandit trick with the best of them, and nobody on our team can, thank God. Not thank God.
Yeah.
But there is the one thing I'll say, and it's going to bring me to a point later, is there's a certain counter to that.
And that's why I didn't say him. Because I was thinking the exact same thing as
Right.
you. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about that later. Here's a non-controversial one. It's a little lady called Mira. She needs to be on it. There's no going past what Braxton said. Mira is essential on this map.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
You know, if you can rock the gun, because the gun is wild, Braxton can. So we have him on Mira almost constantly.
Necesito Mira.
Okay, we'll cut that. Here's another one. See, Braxton, since you and I always have the same wavelength, we've been playing the game the same amount of time. I'm just gonna run through these 2. Ready?
Okay.
Falcon Smoke. Again,
I'm glad you put Valkyrie in there.
I think Valkyrie is very essential, especially on that map.
So I'm going to bring you back to a question you asked me, and Patrick, I'm going to ask you also.
Okay.
Is there a map that Valkyrie is not good on?
Yes. The reason I say this is I just don't like the map in general.
Okay.
But thankfully, it in this last patch, it was removed from ranked play. And I believe
Okay.
Tower is one of the worst Valk maps because it's too dark, and it's just
It's tight.
it's tight. I don't like that map
There's
from
good
Valk.
placements.
There is,
but they're kind of all known at this
and that's
point.
one. If you throw it wrong, it could just fall and
Yeah.
break for some. It's just that's the map that I would only not run Valkyrie on.
I don't think choosing Valk is, never a bad option because
Right.
more intel
Right.
is always going to help the team out no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I guess there's always exceptions. If you have an extremely bad Valk and it's just terrible, but just exceptions.
Yeah, we have a good Valk. We got Braxton. He's a great Valk.
Yeah.
I think Ethan
It's
plays
great
Valk
Valk.
really well too. I think he needs to work on the camera placement, but as far as handling her gun, because it is a BB gun,
Yeah. I mean, you watch those
you have to be able
pro
to get headshots.
clips, and you got some good Valk cams.
And you study the locations.
All right, Braxton. So fairly certain, other than the Bandit right now, I've agreed with you on everything.
Everything, yeah.
But
We've
this
got
last
3.
person, I did not.
Is this controversial?
yes, but it's also a reason where I would play him on every map because he is my main. Lesion needs to be on this map.
Why?
Okay. You got these short hallways. You got these narrow hallways where it pretty much your body takes up that hallway. You are hitting that lesion mine. You're not walking around that lesion mine. Don't even try it because it's not happening. So, lesion, you will get that hit. You'll take 10 health, and you're also getting that intel. Hey, Braxton, my goo mine went off in this location. He's probably going to take it out. Pop him for me, please.
I would have to kind of agree because, I mean, you're right about the narrow hallways. They have to hit the goo mine.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with that, too, is, at least right when you said narrow hallways, this is all I thought about, is once they get hit, it is a narrow hallway, and the rooms to get out of those narrow hallways aren't very close together, so you're either going to have to, A, sit in that narrow hallway, in that bottleneck, and take out the goo mine, or walk back somewhere safe and take a little bit of time,
Exactly.
which will hurt you even more. I agree.
Thank you.
I don't know who I would take out, though.
If
I might take out Smoke.
Smoke might be the guy taken out, but, again, we're kind of biased because we have a great Smoke on our squad that I don't know if we could take out Smoke.
Yeah.
So, Pat, I'm going to turn it over to you. Instead of telling me your whole set, I want you to tell, the people that... I'm sure you have Mira on your list, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody on our list that you are different from? Do you have a different person from us? Or somebody you want to talk about a little more and why?
I really like the Mirror. Really like the Valk. I guess, to be unbiased, Smoke could be replaced.
I also think Pulse could be replaced in my
Oh,
comp.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's necessary. I just like the idea.
It's just
of it.
a play that you could use.
Right.
I think I would take out Pulse.
Yeah.
All right. I respect that. Any crazy picks that you would do?
Crazy picks, huh?
Would you ever run a Maestro in a dream comp?
No.
No?
So my idea of Maestro is that I can get some kills off of the spawn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's how everybody plays him. I'm sure they don't because they're smarter than I am. But his gun is just great, and it's a laser beam that I've said a million times. And it's not really a great spawn peak map.
No, I definitely agree. So Pat, if we're gonna, we have our super fan.
I want to
Zona.
hear his
We're really
comp.
excited. He just messaged us about this.
Is anything different?
He's got some difference.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you his first three. Ready?
Right.
Mira.
Awesome.
Essential.
Of course,
Good
yes.
stuff.
Smoke.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. I love it.
Lesion. And now here's where things get a little wild, boys. Ooh. We got a Mute.
Okay.
He said, basically Mute and
Did he
Bandit.
explain why?
Let's see. He does. Mute to stop the hard breachers.
Fair.
Yeah.
There's a lot
There
of
it is.
Habana and Thermite play on that map.
And here's the other one. Echo.
Echo,
because I think it's a great
If
choice.
it's bomb, yeah, I mean, if it's bomb, I
Echo
feel like
is good to, he's a great. He loves Echo as a pick.
Right.
Here's his rundown. I'm gonna give you guys.
All right.
Mira is always essential in my opinion. Which hey, we've already said it.
You are
I
right.
agree. Yep.
And he thinks, he likes this. He likes to work Mira and Smoke together.
See?
He likes the combo. Lesion is awesome for intel, and he's his favorite. Hey, Zona, me and you, baby. And I agree. If we're playing bomb, I'm Echo 50% of the time, maybe a little less.
Here, hold on. Before your next thing, I like this question a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a site or a map you would not run Echo on bomb? I'm gonna say absolutely not. I would run him anytime.
There's only one that I have trouble with, but I still run it.
Okay.
Downstairs in Oregon, in Bomb B, where the tunnel is,
Yeah.
the ceilings have wood panels. So you have to perfectly shoot in between the two wood panels, and it actually disrupts your view, and if you hit the panels, it'll drop
drops
back
you
down,
down?
and you'll get shot. I don't like that, but now with the two cameras, it's a little more essential that I place one in A, one in B, and try to work with that.
I didn't know it worked like that.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of Echo. but-
Yeah, it's got to be in a perfect line. So that's the only part I wouldn't play him at, but I mean, I love Echo.
I think Echo's only really great at bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a good gun, and with the new updated speeds, he's a little faster, which I like, instead of running like he has a log in his pants. All right, so I love the defensive picks. We agreed on the defensive picks.
Yep.
Now, offense, I think we're going to
Pretty
get a
much,
little
yeah.
wild. I think we're going to get a little wild with these offense picks. Braxton?
Well, wait. I thought there was mute echo. Never mind.
Mute
We're
echo,
good.
baby.
Yep.
Come on.
I like it.
All right.
We're going to start with... I think we should start with Pat on attack.
I like that. Yeah, Pat, we want to hear your attack for Border first, and then we'll go back to us. Pat,
For Border.
who is
First
your
pick.
essentials?
Thermite. First off,
Fair.
Classic pick.
he creates a big freaking hole. And
Good
I
censorship.
love it. No, I think he's absolutely essential. The thing is, you really have to watch out for the mutes, the bandits.
Mhm.
You have to have a counter with Thermite.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but would you say that why am I forgetting his name? Thatcher is essential to this at
I
all?
was actually leading into
Oh.
having a Thatcher on Border.
Okay.
Comboed with the Thermite is, I think it's a good combo.
Okay. I'll get to my picks later, but I respectfully disagree. Continue.
No, I'm baffled. No, you can't disagree with me.
It's absolutely speechless at
Just
this point.
click the phone out.
Let's see. After Thermite and Smoke, I really like Dokkaebi.
Wow.
It's either Dokkaebi or Lion. I would have to go with, but it's a tough choice.
You gotta pick
But
one.
Braxton's a really good Dokkaebi, so
All right.
speaking
you
from
get
my experience,
Fluff.
I would like to have
Okay.
Dokkaebi.
Is there a reason? Is it like narrow hallways? You can hear those cell phones better, or is it just like you like that pick just because of the map?
Well, like comboed, if like you're going in a room, I could tell Braxton, "Hey, can you set it off for me?"
Mm-hmm.
And I could clear it out. I'll know where they're at if someone's in there. I think it's a really good tool.
I feel like it's good on almost every map.
That's what I was just gonna say. I don't think there's a map that I could, except for Tower.
Yeah.
Thank God it's gone. That I got.
Because every time I run her, Dokkaebi, I'm thinking about who I want to run as attacker. We have Pat, you're like our hard breacher 90% of the time. We have everybody else that plays a lot of utility characters. So every time I find myself telling myself, Dokkaebi's the most useful here.
Mm-hmm.
Dokkaebi's the most useful here. And I think we've gotten really acclimated to how to use her
Yeah.
as a team, like Patrick's saying.
All right, Pat. So you picked Dokkaebi. That would be your third. I know you were talking about Lion. I don't know if that's gonna make the cut, but who is your fourth?
Lion will not make the cut.
Oh.
Lion was either Dokkaebi or Lion, and
Snip them off.
yeah, snip them off. These next two are kind of hard for me. I would say, I'll say Sophia.
Wow.
Maybe that's because I'm biased because I love Sophia.
Okay.
But if you're choosing to hard breach, it's nice to have a Sophia when you pop open that, let's say, armory. That's just an example. You pop open that wall, you can shoot in those concussion grenades, and it just adds a whole layer to the attack.
Right.
It's just harder to counter.
No, I definitely agree. I like that pick a lot. I'm not even going to say you're biased because I've seen it run several times by other people. And there is a spot that we'll talk about. I think Braxton and I really like this spot that you can shoot and pretty much make bandit or mute pretty useless.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that. And now let me round it out with the number 5th pick in the overall draft of Pat. What are we getting here, Pat?
I was actually conflicted between Sophia and Ying.
Ying?
But solidified Sophia, maybe because of personal bias. But I do love the Candelas. 5th pick. Let's see. You boys might need to help me out because I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
You
tough
said
for me.
Ying and my eyes lit up, dude.
He
I love
likes the
Ying.
Ying pick, man.
I don't know. I feel like we could have a more diverse pick. Maybe an Ash or someone like that.
You would think an Ash and Zofia?
I was just about to say, but you already have Zofia.
That is true.
So think
I just like someone
think
fast.
about it in your
Maybe
head.
IQ.
Like, say
Maybe
it's
IQ.
armory lockers.
How
And
about
you have
this,
this
Pat?
floor.
Why don't you hold off on your number 5th pick while I go on Zona's picks here for a second? How's that?
Okay.
All right, so Zona, one of the smartest Siege players I know. His first pick, ready for it, is Hibana. Hibana.
I like it.
See, it's another hard breacher. You definitely need a hard breacher of the two. He picks the other one. He likes Hibana. And it is hard. You know, he prefers her gun over Thermite, which I don't know.
I would agree.
You like that gun better than Thermite's?
Even though I love Thermite.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hibana's
say
gun
I
is
rarely
better.
see you play Hibana.
Her gun is better.
Okay.
I believe, objectively.
Now this one, I think he agreed with you here. He wants a Thatcher on that team. He wants a dream comp with Thatcher. And
Which is essential.
I mean, he is essential for the hard breaching. And I agree, especially if we're getting into that, that main bomb place. I like that pick, and here's where he's going to kind of disagree with you, but kind of agree with you. He likes the Ash. Of the Zofia and Ash, he likes the Ash. And I respect it because I think Ash's gun is one of, if not the best gun in the game. I know
respect it.
I know
just
Braxton
based
has
on,
a little hard-on for that gun, right, Braxton?
The best gun in the game.
A little behind,
classic pick,
a little
so,
behind the scenes,
I
Braxton just
respect
peed
it.
through that whole thing.
Yeah, I had to come back.
Yeah.
I heard, but I needed to
He
relieve
heard
myself.
it. So Hibana, Thatcher, and Ash so far in Zona's
Solid.
picks. Now he went with a blank or blank, so he wasn't.
Okay.
He said, ready for this one? Buck or Sledge? I guess he likes making big holes.
I like it.
I agree. I think Buck is very essential on this map.
I agree 100%.
Spoiler alert, he's in my 5. But we'll get to that. And here's one that I don't think is going to be in any of our comps, but I very much like this person. I do.
Okay.
Here it is. Drum roll. It's a Blackbeard. It's a
Blackbeard,
Blackbeard.
really?
I think this
I
is one of
like
the
him.
worst maps for Blackbeard, though.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. Well, let's see his reasoning. Ash and Blackbeard are both just phenomenal fraggers. I would put... Wow.
They are.
I'm into it.
That's why I say, a lot of people look at Blackbeard as that one of those characters that can be played on any map.
Right.
So that's why I don't say
Yeah,
anything bad.
I won't say he's wrong, Zona. You're not wrong. What would this, out of all the maps, would you say this is the worst map to pick Blackbeard?
No.
What would be the worst map to pick Blackbeard?
I hate Blackbeard on Cafe Dostoyevsky.
Really?
I do.
Why is that?
I feel like the rotations are too strong.
Yeah.
I feel like the
I can see
rotations
that.
are really, really strong on the map. Runouts are easy to get him.
And that shield, it makes him the slowest character.
It makes him really slow, but that's why I say if it's a map with good rotations
Yeah.
and good runouts, you can cut off a Blackbeard really
Those
quick.
stairs really mess with
Yep.
him. I agree. Blackbeard, crazy pick, but we love it here. We love the crazy picks. Braxton, would you like to go? Do you want to end it out? What do we want to do here?
I went first for the defenders. Do you want me to go last?
We'll go last.
That
Okay,
makes-
so-
that makes it fair.
So, remember I gave you that spoiler alert earlier about who's in my 5?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
It's a Buck. Love me some Buck play. Braxton and I love some Buck play
Buck is fantastic.
because you take that skeleton key, boom, 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 right under them.
Yeah.
I've seen Braxton get more kills in that situation than I've ever seen anybody do anything. He just whipped. He just nay-nayed. We're doing this. Boom. Oh, and he dabbed. Braxton, get out of my house.
I might have to disconnect from the phone.
Yeah. I'm going to have to disconnect from life. After that, another interesting pick. Not actually interesting at all. Ash. It's Ash.
Okay.
I think she's more viable than Zofia. I know she has the cushion grenades, and we'll have an argument on that later. But that gun is too good. It's too good.
What do you think? I'm going to fight you on that?
No, you're not going to fight me on that. For the hard breacher, I went with Thermite, and I think Thermite's gun is better than Hibana's. Pat and Zona here actually said they like Hibana's gun more.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Thermite's gun more. I like Hibana as a hard breacher better, but I like Thermite's gun a lot.
I do like it a lot, and I think
See, Penta, what was his, yogurt? I like calling him yogurt. I know
You mean Millennium?
No, wait, it was, sorry.
Goga?
I'm talking about Penta.
Goga?
What is that guy's name? Goga. I'm sorry. I was thinking Goga. I was thinking just yogurt in general. I don't know why. Maybe I'm hungry.
Maybe you're
Goga.
hungry? What?
I thought you just ate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry again. Goga is an amazing thermite, and he plays it on border all the time. And I think it's a great pick.
Okay.
We'll see if I
agree.
agree or disagree.
See, the last 2 picks, again, are 2 people nobody's picked yet.
I feel like I'm going to have a controversial
Blitz.
Okay.
Blitz.
No blitz. No blitz. Here it is. You ready? It's a Twitch. It's a Twitch, Braxton. You already know. See, here, Zona says Twitches can be unreliable at sometimes. And I agree.
I do agree.
But,
You're biased.
Patty boy, that gun makes me want to dance, okay? And Twitch, I mean, if you're a good Twitch, not only can you take things out, you can take people out too. Okay?
We're going to... No spoilers yet,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about it.
Right, we'll
when I
talk
get
about that
mine.
a little later. And here's my wildest pick of the night. It's a jackal, baby! It's a
What?
jackal.
Why?
Why, you say?
wow.
That downstairs is scary, Braxton.
That's why I don't go down. Well, no, I usually do because I'm buck.
Exactly.
It is kind of scary.
I want to see those footsteps. And then if we do maybe a buck jackal combo,
Downstairs?
unstoppable.
So how does it work out? Say they're obviously they're going to be armory lockers
Right.
first. How does it work out?
Well, let's see. Maybe a buck can blow up a hole, and then what is that? Is that a footprint I can scan? Then we know exactly where they are, and they are dead meat. Put them in the butcher shop.
Put them in a coffin.
Put them in a coffin, baby. That's my hot take of the day. It's a jackal. I like jackal on most maps, but we don't play jackal.
Here's my thing. I like the strategy of figuring out where they are at, like
Mm-hmm.
that. I like it if you have a lion to combo with it with the buck, because then you can go under the stairs. But
course.
then you've got 3 characters that are being used to essentially do the same thing.
That's right, but that's why I didn't include a lion, Braxton. I wanted 2.
Yeah.
I wanted those boys to be together.
Yep.
They're the Hardy boys, Jeff and Matt Hardy. They're flying off the top rope, shooting boys, getting the kills, getting the dub, and winning the ranked match. So, after that all, Braxton, I feel like we have a couple in common, but that Jackal, you were very, very...
I'm very adamant that I would never run Jackal on border. That's just
What's the best Jackal map? I'll give you mine right now. It's Coastline.
I was
It's
gonna say
Coastline.
man.
I mean, it was made for him.
Well, it came out
Yeah.
at the same time.
It was made for him.
I like it on that. I like it on Cafe Dostoevsky.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Rotations.
Those rotations,
Cutting
you
the
cut them off.
rotations
Yeah, he's definitely a good counter for
Roamers.
Yeah.
rotating.
Yep.
Shut those roamers down. Braxton, I want you to hit me with those hot 5 takes. Give them to me, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 5.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and here's the top 5 Braxton operators on border. Number 5. Hit me with it.
So,
Dude.
number 1. Habana.
So you had a problem. You said Thermite's gun is better, but why would you pick Habana?
He
Because
said it's better overall for a hard breacher, though.
I like her better overall as a hard breacher. She's, in my opinion, she's better on the outside wall of armory lockers right in front of CCTV. I think she's better. She gives you a little more options that way. She's a little more flexible. Number 2. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Thermite.
Double hard breaches.
2.
You just blew my mind.
Why?
I just hard breaches in my britches.
Breaches in my britches. That's the name of this episode. Can we call it that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, my reason being, Habana on that outside, doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like Thermite coming from office side.
Oh.
The pull together, the lean.
It's the classic Star Wars garbage scene, pushing
It is.
together until they're into one
Because
spot.
the opposite team is garbage anyway. So
Right,
You
exactly.
see what I'm saying?
I like that.
So, that's my reasoning behind those
Okay.
2. Now, we've got 2 hard breachers. We're going to have to get rid of some bandits and mutes.
How are we going to do that, Braxton?
I picked Twitch.
What?
Twitch.
Why'd you pick
I'm
a
upset
Twitch?
that I didn't get to go first.
Yeah.
Because it's almost the same reasons as yours. When you have a good Twitch, let me say this: when you have a good Twitch on her drone, before what I was talking about, the Jaeger behind the Mira, it's very strong. If you've ever played against it, it's annoying to try to break down. it's very, very hard. Twitch can get rid of the Jaegers, open up the Mira, and because Mira's going to be on that map no matter
100%.
what, 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Unless the team... Why did I sound like a redneck?
We're taking their hit.
Unless the team doesn't know what they're doing, they're going to run Mira.
I agree.
And for bandits and mutes, obviously.
100%.
That's why I picked Twitch. As long as she's good on her drone, she's very good.
Speaking of Twitch, I really want her to have like the ability to, when the prep phase is over, it not automatically take you out.
Stay right into
Because
the
that
drone.
would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
That is an interesting buff, Pat. I like that a lot.
I would like to see it.
Like drone centric.
Right.
I think
Maybe like 5 seconds before the phase is over, that you can hit a button like stay in drone or not stay in drone. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Here's my little Twitch buff of the week.
Okay.
I think it should have a little armor to it. Maybe instead of 1 bullet, it takes 3 bullets to kill.
Can you...
I just want Twitch. Make Twitch great again.
She's great.
She's not.
No. I think 2 bullets would be fine for such a, like, an elephant of a drone.
Pat, thank you. Pat, thank you. Shut up, Braxton. Now, WatchMojo.com's number 4 Braxton pick. Who is it and why?
Number 4, I've already said 3 people.
Yeah. What
Oh, wait.
comes after 3, you dummy?
Well, you started with 5. You said, let's start with
And then
number
you
5.
said, oh, my number 1 pick. So I was like, all right, I guess we're going up. Who's your number 4 pick?
I quit.
Mom and Dad, stop arguing.
Alright. So the next pick.
All right. Oh, no.
Buck.
What?
So I've got the scenario going on right now.
Okay.
You've got a Hibana on one side, Armory Locker side. This is just one bomb site. I'm imagining it on all the bomb sites happening this way. Really thought you were going to sneeze there, so I was just...
No. I was just,
Okay.
I breathe out of my mouth.
Okay.
I'm a mouth
He's a
breather.
mouth breather.
So, you've got those 2 coming from that side. I'm going to assume Twitch is going with Thermite.
Of course.
Because everybody expects the Armory Locker push. Now, that being said, Buck can destroy the floor under where we were talking about, right under the mirror that gets placed on Armory Lockers.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy bandits, get people to move around. You've seen me, you've heard me talk about it a million times. Well, not you guys on the podcast, but when we're playing,
Right.
you hear me say it all the time. I'm about to do it. I'm about to start blowing up the floor. They're going to start moving. Get ready to shoot them.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you hard, in my opinion, you twitch, get everything out. You hard breach. You don't push hard yet. You just hold your spots. Watch for rotations for the roamers, and get ready. Then once all that is done, the Buck starts moving them around.
The buck stops here.
That's really good.
And
That's really good.
That's a great strategy that we've run a couple times.
And it's
before,
worked.
and
It's worked great.
It's worked beautifully.
And that's why I say, I don't know, in my opinion, it's a great idea to have.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, let's talk about number 5.
Oh, man, this is a big one?
I think it's a big one.
All right, let's hear it. Is it an absolute unit of a pick?
Oh, he is a unit.
He's a unit?
He's my favorite unit.
Hold on. Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Does he have a shield?
Of course he has a
Oh
shield.
my
It's Blitz,
god,
baby.
it's a blitz!
It's Blitz.
Wow! Alright, let's hear this.
You're scattering people around.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea where to go. What would be the scariest thing while you're being shot from the floor?
It's
A blitz sprinting at you.
Oh my god, I'm having nightmares.
Because you're having to move already. You've already had your rotations, your roamers and your rotators cut off by this point, hopefully. Depends on the team you're playing against, but hopefully. Now, you're being shot from the floor under you. You have no idea what to do, so you scatter around, and now a blitz is coming through office. Or through armory lockers with
The
Hibana.
thing of nightmares.
And while everybody's doing that, Hibana's got a good gun, Thermite's got a great gun, Buck's got a great gun, and Twitch has a great gun.
That's great.
They're all great for gunfighting, so while they're being scattered and the blitz is running, the blitz may get team killed. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
As long as you win the game.
That's a great gun group right there.
That's my opinion on why.
Wow.
All I can think about
Notable-
is Ethan's sound clip.
I know, we need
We should put that. We're gonna put it in the episode. One of our Wastelanders, he said, "It's a blitz," and it's a
We need to
constant.
post it. Actually,
We could put it on our new Twitter.
It's a blitz!
is it on our Instagram? It's on our Instagram page, right?
Yeah, it's on
It's on the Pigeon Boys page.
The Pigeon Boys.
That's
you guys
our
don't know
alt.
who the Pigeon Boys are.
You'll learn about the Pigeon Boys one day. So I think that's gonna.
I would like to notably mention Zofia for this map.
You think
To go with Buck instead of
right.
Blitz, to go with Buck downstairs. I think it's a great option.
Okay. So I think the one operator, if you could take away from both of these sides, it'd definitely be a Mira, right? Mira.
Oh, if we're picking banning, Mira.
Mira's
you take
number
away
one.
Mira.
Now, pick and ban on the attackers. Who would be that one that you don't want to go up against?
Hibana.
One of those hard breachers?
Maybe Ash?
I was just going to say I would not want to fight Nash. But then again, this game is getting bigger, and Ash can do what Zofia does, and Zofia can do what Ash does. And
Yeah.
Hibana can do what Thermite does. So pick and ban is not a big deal anymore.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
thinking
Thatcher, then you got that Twitch. Yeah,
Then you force somebody on Twitch? Yeah.
that's a good pick right there.
I like that, Pat, because you do force somebody that might not be good at Twitch to play Twitch.
All right, well, that is going to close up the canister for this week. That was a great conversation. Yeah. And who's going to pick the next week's conversation?
I picked this.
You know what? It's going to be me.
Again,
it's going to go me.
Yes.
I'm going to pick. I already have it in my mind what I want to talk about, but we'll get that to the end of the episode. Okay. One more thing we're going to talk about. This is outside of the canister a little bit. This is more esports. Of course, we have an esport thing should we have a segment? Esport?
I don't know if there'd be weekly.
How about esports shorts?
Esports shorts. I like it.
Boom.
I'm actually wearing my esports shorts right now.
I'm wearing my Blammin' shorts right now.
Yeah. Kablammy.
Kablammy. I go on the dance floor. That's a lot of damage.
I'm wearing my underwear.
Are you in your underwear right now?
Prove it.
No.
Send pics. So let's talk about this esports. There's a big thing going on in the esports is that we have a big esports delay. Pat, you brought this to my attention, and I want you to talk about it first, and then we're going to hit you with our thoughts. Pat, what is going on with esports?
Well, I actually don't know what's going on with esports.
All right.
I know it's being delayed. I didn't read into it.
Well, I did, Pat, so I put you on the spot there. What I heard about...
I and sent it to you, hoping you'd inform me on it.
So they didn't have a lot of information, and there is still a lot of rumors going around. And I think the main rumor, and the one that I believe could be the issue, is the Parabellum update is giving a lot of people bugs, and it's not ready. They are not ready to have this go pro again.
No, I almost don't think it was ready to be released.
Yeah. I mean...
Multiple times I've heard it's esports ready.
Right. Esports ready. Not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to have a Pat's problem.
It almost seems like it segues perfectly into it.
Well, you know what? Braxton, if you could lay me down a beat, I think we have Pat's problems. Hey, everybody. It's Pat's problems. He's got something to say. He's the cutest boy that he's gonna say. It's Pat's problems!
It's me.
There it is. Another
That's
Pat's.
original. It's different every time.
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful.
I didn't like this one, but next week... I want to do a rap next week.
Well, I felt it this time.
You should just get writing on that. Get writing on that one.
All right, Pat.
And,
you get...
please don't rap.
What?
Yeah, we definitely won't.
Yeah.
All right. We won't.
Alright, well, getting straight into it, with the Parabellum update has come a plethora, multitude.
You got a thesaurus in front of you?
Amount of bugs and issues and problems.
You're a thesaurus Rex today, bro.
Thank you. Call me thesaurus.
Oh, we won't call you that.
No, but speaking from personal experience, just from this update, I don't know how many times I've experienced lag, even though previously, my connection is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, even my connection now, it says, it's low. My ping is low, but it's just server issues and just general bugginess,
right,
causing the game to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And I get why they delayed esports, because after this update came a lot of new bugs and issues in general.
I still feel like hit registering is completely different since the update.
Oh, 100%.
I personally do.
No,
I just do.
I do.
100%, and that's one of the big issues.
That's why I'm bad with class now. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That is the only reason.
Might not be the only reason, but
Alright, well.
another can of worms to get into.
Yeah.
Jason's potato aim.
Every week with this potato aim, I really don't like it.
It could be a running gag, you know.
Yeah, just the potato aim gag. Pat, I did send you a message from Zona, our biggest fan. I don't know if you guys know Zona. We mention him a lot. He said his game crashes after the countdown. It does it a lot. And he says it's both casual and ranked. Has this happened to you?
When I read that, I was actually surprised. It's never happened to me, but, you know, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of new bugs, a ton of new server issues, and just,
Well, we've seen it. We've seen it a lot. It has not happened to any of us yet.
Right.
But it has happened to us, whether it's on our team or on the opposing team, to where we get in the ranked match, and either we are missing someone, or they are missing someone.
Yep.
It has happened so many times to where that's going on.
Yeah, didn't we start a match one time with 4 players?
That was the first time because we were like, "What the heck is going on?" That makes sense now. It hasn't happened to any of us, but that is probably the issue.
Because nobody dropped from that match. They just
and we ended up getting him back though.
Yeah, we got a guy. I think they just shoved him in the game. They're like,
I think we got some. I think we got the same person. I think the issue happened to him. He restarted the app, probably got back in. I would also like to know if Zona is a confirmed PC, Xbox.
I do know that. You guys ready?
Yeah, PC.
Nope.
PC.
Really?
Xbox.
Okay.
See, if he was PlayStation, he'd be a part of the squad.
We'd have to play
That's
with him.
true.
Yeah. And maybe when we get bigger,
But
Zona, 200 episodes from now, we're going to send you a PlayStation.
Yeah, at least 300.
At least 500 episodes. On the 599th episode, we are sending you that PlayStation 3.
99th episode, we're going to send you.
Right. We're going to be dead by then.
I was just about to say, if I'm still alive,
right.
let's do it.
If we're doing that podcast by 1,000 episodes, we've done something
Thanks.
wrong.
Yeah, congrats, future us.
Yeah, you did whammy good. I don't know what that means.
Whammy good?
Whammy good. It's something
like
that...
mediocre?
It's like the... I don't care. Pat, what else you got? Any other problems we need to discuss this week?
No, that was honestly the biggest one, and I think that would...
I mean, it is gigantic, though.
It's a big problem.
But we did discuss that every patch this happens.
Every new update?
Here's the no, I was actually about to ask that. Like, it hasn't been to this extent in the past, I feel like. Maybe that's just bias in the present. I'm feeling it now, so it's, a bigger present issue now, but still, I feel like hasn't been that bad of an issue in the past updates.
I saw a post probably 2-3 days ago that was really cool, and I think I think we do a really good job of mentioning it all the time, but I think it might have been Canadian that tweeted it, and he said, "You can talk about how there's bugs in the game all that you want to, but please give credit where credit is due when they fix those bugs, because they deserve it." And I agree wholeheartedly, and I think we always say that they work hard and they listen to us and they work on that.
Right. Now,
for sure.
I don't know if you guys remember this. It was about a year ago they said, we're not going to do a season of any new operators. We are going to make an operation called Operation Health. And it was received mixedly, I would say, in where people wanted these new operators, but they said, well, they're going to fix the game. They're literally spending a whole season to fix the game. Looking back on it now, did you like that idea, or did you think, well, there's still a hell of problems that they didn't fix, and we should have 2 more operators than we should right now?
Well, here's the thing. I really love Ubisoft's commitment to really work on issues and keep up with the game no matter what. Even if players are berating it for the current patch, they're going to work on it.
Now, Pat, I know you're trying not to bring it up, but I will bring it up for you.
Honor.
For honor. A game that we played for a little bit, didn't like, and you said it's made a complete 180 of a game, and that makes you love Ubisoft. And I agree. Yeah. They do listen. I think, there is a detriment to how much you can listen, and I think we're seeing that with the people over at Epic Games, with Fortnite,
Yes.
where they listen too much.
Oh my.
Hey,
God.
put this in the game.
I
Put this in the
actually
game.
disagree with you.
Okay, no, let me
They
hear.
don't listen. They don't listen.
You don't think they listen?
They don't listen to their core players. They listen to...
They listen to the moneymakers.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As a business, you know, it's not they didn't build it to be a competitive game. They built it to be a money-making oriented
Right.
game.
If Ninja tweets tomorrow that he wants a larger-breasted woman in the game, you better believe you're going to see some double
He's
Ds.
going to get it, and every child
Right.
that watches him on Twitch is going to buy it.
Yeah, he's the spokesman for Fortnite. Now, I know we're getting to a little Fortnite conversation. Down the road, which game lasts longer, life-wise? Siege?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite, when it came out, was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was great. But, again, they've moved to this point of money-making, business orientation, which is completely okay.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. Where I feel more Siege is, let's make sure the people that actually play our game play it well and play it all the time.
Right.
Get what they want out of the game.
Do you think
Well,
Siege is going to run into the problem of making... People are having a problem with these futuristic operators.
Mm-hmm.
That they're going to turn into Call of Duty. Or instead of, hey, this is Call of Duty 3, which everybody loved, now it's Advanced Warfare and people are in mech suits shooting.
I don't think it'll ever get that bad.
I hope
I don't think people are going to be running on walls.
yeah, it was one season. I don't think... I mean, it's not going to happen.
Okay. Because, you know, with Alibi, you're suspending your disbelief at this point. How far are we going to...
Yeah.
Because we have Sledge, who has a hammer. Alibi
He has a hammer.
Right,
yeah.
that's his thing. But, you know, these are things we like to talk about. So, yeah. I think bugs are going to happen in the game. They will fix them.
I had something to add to the Epic conversation. Maybe I'm considered...
Okay.
Maybe I'm biased, but
Sounds like you're really headstrong about it.
sounds like it. But we played Paragon, and we loved it.
We
and
did. I still love Paragon.
That game went down the hole.
Tanked. But see, they didn't have a person like Ninja behind the game.
Mm-hmm.
And once they smelled that money on Fortnite, they just dropped Paragon.
They did. I think it's sucky, but...
It's just understandable because they could switch more people to work on the game. You know, I get it.
Right.
I totally get it.
I understand. Now, one last question I want to get you guys before we get out of here. With the PS5 looming around the corner, what is next for Siege? Do we see a Siege 2?
I don't know if a Siege 2, maybe a version of Siege for the PlayStation 5.
Do you think they'll
That's
port
what
it?
I was thinking.
Same operators, same everything?
It reminds me a lot of, I mean, everybody makes the comparison, but like CSGO and things like that.
Mhm.
It's been going forever.
Right.
And I think Siege is that kind of game.
Okay. No, I definitely agree.
I think it might even move PC heavy. Well, I mean, it's already PC heavy,
yeah.
but like PC only.
Ooh, that would be scary. I don't know.
It would
if I
be
want
really
that.
scary. Then I'd have to buy a PC, and I don't want to do that.
Right. I have a PC and I'm
think-
garbage on it.
I think it's going to be continued and just updated. Hey, they're going to just give you the same disc, and it's going to be exactly the same with the PS4. They're just going to continue to update it and add new operators.
Right.
Because haven't they said some ridiculous number? All the operators
They said they wanted 100 operators.
I'm stoked.
I mean, they're not even at, what are they at right now, 25?
I have no idea. I've never counted. So I have
Couldn't
no
be
idea.
that much. They would have to be, I'd say, a 5-year game plan from right now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's less than half of the cycle, the projected cycle, I guess. So, I mean, I think it's just going to be the same Siege, just updated like we're seeing now, just being worked on continuously.
Final question, and then we're done. We're out of here. In these 100 operators, do we ever see a defender with a sniper?
Yes.
No.
No. What about what if it's a sniper that's kind of like Vigil's shotgun, where you literally have to hit them. If you hit anything around them, you're not even come close. What do you think of that?
You
And
talking
that's what
about
a
like
sniper
a
is.
bolt action with
Yeah, just it's
that
not
what you
it's
call
not
it?
a glass where it goes.
We've talked a lot, so we won't be able to bring it up this episode. I'll talk about it next episode. It's something that I saw on Reddit about giving Glaz a secondary weapon. Or not a secondary weapon, a second primary to choose from.
What?
and it's the Mosin Nagant. It's a bolt action sniper.
Okay, well, we're going to have to talk about that. And that brings me to the final thing I want to talk about. Next week, everybody, I want you to be right here.
What's my homework?
Your homework? I want you to study those Russian operators. All 4 of them. We will be talking Russia all next podcast. It's going to be crazy. Kapkan, Fuse, Glaz, and Lord Tachanka. It's going to be wild, guys. We just made a Twitter. Go follow us on Swapping Mags, at Swapping Mags. We have a Facebook now. Also, find us at Swapping Mags, the Siege Podcast. Follow us on iTunes, Podbean. After this episode, we're going to be on Spotify. We have to have a minimum of 5 episodes, and this is the 4th episode. 1 more. And also, we're trying to get... Pat, shut up. And we're also on SoundCloud. We're trying to get out there. We got a couple reviews that we read today. A 5-star reviews, both of them 5-star, which are awesome. We want to thank the community. We want to thank Zona. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he has really kept this going.
Maybe one day we can get him on the phone.
That would be awesome. Zona, if you're ever interested on calling up, we would love to have you. Pat, you'd actually have to be in person for once, you lazy bastard.
I mean, I have my phone, so it wouldn't...
Right.
I would like to have Pat.
I live very far away.
Yeah, you do.
I live an hour away. Don't even talk to me.
Yeah, shoot. You know, one of us actually cares. So that's gonna that's gonna be it, guys. Don't forget to swap your mags, and we will see you next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.